Hi, welcome along to another video. This time we've got some breaking news. Wednesday the 30th of April in Florida, the House approved the bill barring weather modification and geoengineering, reported by the Florida's Voice. So the bill passed by 82 votes for and 28 against. So it gives you an idea of the scale of how the legislators are thinking. Seems to be more against geoengineering than for geoengineering. So that's some really good news. We kind of knew it was coming, and etc., but it's happened, it's passed, but, and there's always a but, now it heads to the governor for final approval. Chances of it not getting approval will be small, based on the voting at least. So as mentioned, we kind of knew it was coming, but there it is, we start to see it in black and white, as it were. So what does that mean for Rainmaker? A few videos back touched on this, also from the Florida's Voice at the end of March. It's a good 5 weeks ago now, when they were talking about this legislation being introduced and hearings were being held. The only opposition to it that turned up at the hearings, from what we understand is the only opposition because no one else has been mentioned, was Adam Dorico of Rainmaker. Now you know from the NOAA form that we showed in that video, Rainmaker technology, the project activity is precipitation enhancement, purpose, increased rainfall. We know they started on the 24th of January 2025. That was the date the first actual weather modification activity was to be undertaken. And the expected termination date is the 27th of December 2025. Now we know the target area was the Gulf of Mexico coastline, 1,236 square miles. No specific location is given and no specific area size has been given. But we know it's the Gulf of Mexico coastline somewhere along the 1,236 square miles of that. So on the map, that's that coastline. That's where Rainmaker now cannot operate. That's wiped out of their equation. I touched on this in that video of what happens based on the legislation that is going through other Senate houses, such as what's happening in Texas. But currently, as of today, the 1st of May 2025, you can pretty much say for sure Rainmaker can now not operate in Florida. So they've still got a smidge of Alabama, a smidge of Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. So we'll see how that goes. And this, of course, ties in to what's happening in the UK, because as these companies can't do what they want to do in America, said before, they will look for friendly states in the United States that do allow what they want to do, or they'll look elsewhere. And the UK is looking like the place these people are all going to come. There is some fight back and bite back in the UK about the current plans to deploy overt geoengineering, but it seems like we need to have our eye on the ball here in the UK, because these companies that can't progress in the United States could very, very easily come across the water. There's no legislation to stop them. So anyway, kind of win. Win. We like a good win. Look after yourselves. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. All that sort of thing. Comments are always read and appreciated. See you next time.